Hi, I'm Tony.
I'm Trish.
And we are Two Cities. The favorite thing about our cities, initially drew me to the area was location. I moved here from Yuma, Arizona initially, and we didn't have a lot of things to do in the middle of the desert. And then coming here, I had a friend who, that was his big selling point for me, is you got the beach that's close by, you have the Sierras, you can go to Sacramento, you can go up to San Francisco and so forth. So location is the thing that I love, and we love to travel.
I like it because it's a place to raise our family. I grew up here, so I get to extend a lot of the traditions that I had as a kid to our kids, and so I just think it's a great place to raise our family.
If we can improve one thing about our two cities, I think it would be the sense of community. I have the privilege of being to work in both of the cities from time to time, and that's the one thing. When I initially moved here, it was always, well, that's Clovis and this is Fresno, and Clovis is a way of life, and you know, be careful when you go to Clovis, and all types of things that I heard. But over time, you know, having the privilege of meeting people who live in both places, I see that we're all the same, and it would be, I think, if we can improve the sense of community and how we get along and we relate to each other and we build this up as an area, I think that would be a really great thing, and it would just improve the quality of life for everybody. So I would like to see a better sense of community.
So I grew up here all my life, and we met actually in 2014 and got married in 2016. We have two girls, Elise, who's 10, and Hannah, who's 7. And then I am actually an HR consultant, so I do consulting with employers across all 50 states, and I've been doing that for 13 years.
I'm originally from San Diego, and I've moved to Fresno back in '99, and I gravitated towards a career in law enforcement, so that's what I've been doing for 16 years and 13 years actually out on the streets. So that gives me a real unique perspective on our two cities from the inside and out.
I actually volunteer in Wambaland in the nursery, so I get the opportunity to see the little ones from the very beginning, and I love seeing them grow up within the church.
Well, from time to time, as my work schedule permits, I am the small group leader for the 3rd grade to 6th graders in Upstreet. I help with the tear down at the end of the service. The favorite thing that I love about Two Cities is the small groups that are encouraged. Because, you know, my experience with churches in the past is I can go every Sunday but still not really know the people that I'm worshiping with, you know, other than the superficial hi and bye. But with Two Cities really encouraging us to get into small groups, to get involved, that's one of the things that helps me to know people on a deeper level.
So my favorite thing about the church is our involvement in the community. I think it's a great opportunity for us. You know, I think you mentioned earlier Clovis Fest was an opportunity for us to express our experiences and how we've grown our relationship with Jesus, and you know, how we've grown as a family. So I really I'm very excited to have those opportunities to share those with other people.
I think how I've grown is I've been a Christian for over 36 years, and I've even spoken at some churches and so forth, and you tend to get comfortable with your relationship, like, oh, I know that verse or I know that. But you know, I love it when there's new opportunities that challenge me, and we had a service, I can't remember how long ago it was, but it talked about temple thinking. It talked about basically getting kind of caught up in the formality of my spiritual walk. Like, I need to do so much of this, I need to dot my I's and cross my T's, and it focused more on loving and not trying to meet a quota or try to fulfill an obligation, but actually sharing the love that Christ gave to us so freely and be able to share that.
I think for me, I think about, there was a series a while back called White Flag, and it really was a pivotal moment for me in my growth. I remember coming home and sharing that with you about, when we were just dating at that time, about how that message really just hit home, how I just really needed to surrender to God. And I think ever since then I've found myself more at peace with my life and how we are on a daily basis, how we raise our kids, and just how I am with friends and family. I just know from that point forward that my life had changed. We are the Routes.
And we are Two Cities.